Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. A 12-year-old boy is fighting for his life this morning after being hit by a car while he was riding his bike. Best Buy not the only place making it easier for you to get your last-minute shopping done. Other stores are extending their hours as well. To call this area a messy commute is definitely an understatement. Take a look at Grand Teton Drive. Right here in the last 24 hours has turned essentially from a roadway into a river. Police say predators go on sites like Facebook and Twitter to make a connection with kids online before moving outside to places like coffee shops, restaurants, even local schools. Yeah, friends and attorneys confirm Willison was found dead by her boyfriend, Judge Stephen Jones, at her home last night. As we prepare to ring in 2014, the end of the year is often a time for personal reflection, right? Well, an opportunity to look back, but also to consider hopes and resolutions for the future. Ironically, this crash happened just as the news stations were all going live here at the top of the 5 o'clock newscast. This blue SUV right behind me here came feet to where we're all standing. We all had to dodge to get out of the way real fast. And she's done so well, and I've talked to the family several times, and they've just kept that spirit up. I talked to the dad, and he's always been so optimistic, and I think that really helps when it comes to cases like this. We don't want you to go shopping and waste any time, so we went shopping for you.
Whoa.
And this is what we found. That's for Kale.
I knew there was a reason I was coming to work today.
There you go.
The theater hopes to attract up to 400,000 people each year, and managers hope if the moviegoers enjoy the show, they will bring the action to nearby businesses as well. This was what it looked like just minutes after 3 vehicles collided at the corner of Blue Diamond and Cimarron.
I'm just in shock, like I'm still shaking. I just can't even think straight.
A gray Toyota smashed right in between a black pickup truck and a blue SUV.
It's like really scary, like you never expected it.
As emergency crews arrived to take the injured away, many of the witnesses were seen sobbing and consoling each other. These are mostly 8th graders from Canarelli Middle School attending a candlelight vigil for their classmate, Helen Liu. She was hit and killed by a car at this very same intersection less than a week ago.
Came here for Helen, and then now this.
Among those in the crowd was Helen's mother, Lian Fen Liu.
I thought the cars are coming to us. And lots of girls, they were screaming and crying.
Ironically, this crash happened just as the news stations were all going live here at the top of the 5 o'clock newscast. This blue SUV right behind me here came feet to where we're all standing. We all had to dodge to get out of the way real fast.
One by one, victims in this crash were transported to the hospital, including a teenage girl in the passenger seat of that Toyota. She had to be taken out of the vehicle with the jaws of life. Her friend Jamie was in the back seat. She and the victim were on the way to attend Helen's vigil.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm very confused.
Are you hurt?
I don't think so.
The ambulance did end up taking Jamie away in a stretcher. Her friends were left in tears.
We're too young to be seeing this. We're too young to be experiencing this yet.
An experience that will no doubt be hard to forget for these teens who are still trying to come to terms with the recent death of one of their own. Walking through the lobby of the Royal Resort Hotel just off the Las Vegas Strip, it's hard to miss this well-dressed man hovering over the piano.
He's terrific.
Most of the guests admit they have no idea who he is, but they stop anyway, sing along.
Play it again, Sam.
When you see him, he just warms your heart.
And even record the memory on their cell phone. But if you listen closely to the words, Joe Vento is happy to tell you his story, a story of music and passion that has been part of Las Vegas history for the last 70 years. In the 50s, Vento, or JoJo to his close friends and family, started performing with the Three Sons. The pop trio played at musical venues up and down the Las Vegas Strip, from the Sands to the Frontier to private parties hosted by celebrities like Debbie Reynolds and Janet Leigh.
It's you right there.
That's me on the accordion.
Just a few miles from the Royal Resort, Vento took us inside his home filled with a lifetime of musical mementos, from his Grammy Award-winning records to an eclectic collection of instruments that includes 27 accordions. Along his walls, there are pictures and signed autographs of famous stars he's worked with over the years, from Nat King Cole to Tony Bennett, and Johnny Carson to the Rat Pack.
To Joe, my wonderful friend, all the good luck in the world, Dino.
And then there was Liberace, a man Vento called a legend and a friend.
Usually, piano players have long fingers, and his looked like meat hooks, like a butcher. But he played beautiful piano. He played with soul.
And when it comes to soul, Vento still has plenty of that left. He says the music keeps him alive and his jokes keep friends and strangers coming back for more.
I've always wanted to know what town I'm going to die in. You know why? I'll never go there.
But there's no talk of leaving life behind just yet. Even at 95, Vento plans to keep the music going for years to come.
Burn those keys up.